right, here we go. My name is Randy Bigley. Join me on the podcast right now from the Galleon. She has it written down Galion Historical Society, but it's not the Historical Society.
It's
anymore.
not.
It's the Galion History Center.
It is.
Tanesha Pickering's with me. Hello, Tanesha.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am, you know what, doing well.
Good.
And looking, I'll see you again tonight because we have our big meeting since I'm on the
We
board
do.
there. So yeah, I got reelected. I'm excited about that. I was happy.
I'm so happy for you, Randy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for staying with us.
You know what? It's my pleasure. You guys do a lot of great things, and it's fun being on that board, by the way.
Good.
I do look forward to everything going on because I think the Galion History Center is a little bit different than a lot of historical societies. Not good or bad. It's just you guys were just a little bit different, I think, over there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think especially having a campus like we do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, beautiful. I mean, Brownella, I drive by it just to look at it. It is beautiful.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. We did so much work in 2019 maintenance-wise. I think she looks the best she's looked.
She looks great.
Time,
yeah.
So.
Inside and outside, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You have a big, you're going to have a deal coming up where you're going to look at the stars, actually, aren't you?
Yes. Yep. June 18th, we're doing astronomy on the lawn in partnership with the Crawford Park District Astronomy Club.
It's neat, and he actually had an observation. Bishop Brown actually had an observation deck or observation kind of.
On the third floor, off the attic, he had a little observation porch just big enough to fit him and a telescope, and that will be open that night on June 18th. The event starts at 9:30. The cottage will be open. The Galion History Museum and the carriage house behind the cottage and the gift shop will be open, and then we'll also be taking people up to that third floor observation porch.
Which is a rarity. You guys don't do that very often, right?
No, we don't.
Nice.
No. So if you want to see it, now is the time. And of course, they're going to have their telescope set up on the lawn.
Sure. This is the bishop still have his telescope there? Is it still there? Or?
Nope, we don't have his telescope.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah. It's probably somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere with somebody. They don't even know what they have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right,
so there is a connection. And this isn't just some event we came up with. Bishop was very into astronomy. He actually taught astronomy at the Galion High School in the 20s.
See, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. He's an interesting individual.
He really is.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, so there is a connection to astronomy at the
There's so many layers to him, isn't there?
Very much.
Yeah.
It's something new all the time. People are just like, oh my gosh, like when you give them a tour, you just keep going and going.
Right.
You did this and that, and they're just like looking at you. Like,
they're like, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's like a never ending tour, pretty much.
Yeah, but it was great. I mean, I had the tour with you. I got the Tanesha tour, which was great.
She did.
Which is fantastic. I recommend it. Anyways, you had so much information that you had. It's like, wow, I never knew this.
I know. And then in July, we're going to release the Red Bishop tour.
Nice,
Date to be determined. I'm still working on it. And that's just going to keep adding on another layer.
Sure,
we're going to deep dive into his heresy trials, into he had his own unique version of Christianity.
Yeah.
And we're going to deep dive into what he believed in. And
it's quite interesting.
It is. It's all this stuff I don't have time to tell people on a tour because it's the intricacies of all of that, the trial and all the things leading up to it and all the things that happened afterwards. There's a lot there to unpack. And yeah, so I'm excited. Yeah.
You've been working hard on this.
I have, in my brief moments of spare time.
I was going to say, when you have that time.
I know. I was going to town on it during the winter, and then spring hit and events picked up, and I'm I had to find time to get this finished.
Well, yeah, but no. So we'll hear the date here in the near future, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. People follow along on Facebook. That's probably the easiest place to get information. We have a Facebook. We have an Instagram. People don't usually follow along on people's websites as much. I don't anyway, but it'll be on our website. Whether people look or not, it's on there.
Right. You realize we're reaching the first official year that we have our name change. It's getting close.
I know. The anniversary, July.
July is it? Yeah. I was thinking it was coming up real soon now. Yeah. Wow. Well, that's been a great year, hasn't it?
It has been.
Yeah.
And I've been loving the logos and having brand colors and it's been fun,
Oh, sure.
Utilizing, that piece of our marketing.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think the website looks great too, by the way.
It does.
It was fantastic. So,
Moving over to Squarespace was absolutely the right move.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. But what else you got? What else we have coming? There's so much going on.
There's quite a bit going on. So I guess the next thing to tackle is our summer open hours. We have several Saturdays this summer where the Brownella Cottage Complex will be open, as well as the Annex Museum, our new Annex Museum on 331 East Railroad Street.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody always tells me there is no East Railroad Street.
There is.
Absolutely is.
There absolutely is, yeah.
It's kind of down by Liberty Mill if you need help finding it. I tend to post a map on the days when it's open to help people get there on Facebook. But give me a call.
Yes.
I'll give people directions to find their way down there. But those Saturdays are going to be Saturday, June 11th, Saturday, July 16th, and Saturday, August 11th from 1 to 4 p.m. So general admission is $7 an adult, $5 per child, 6 and older. And then if you want to spend the day with us and you want to visit the Annex and you also want to come see Brownella Cottage, we do have a combination ticket. That's $10 an adult and $3 per child, 6+. So
okay, yeah.
Kids 5 and under get in free. So yeah, it's kind of choose your own adventure.
Sure,
you know,
right.
where do you want to go? And if you want to come to both, that's definitely an option. So.
Sure, it's a great way to learn about the history of Galleon. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, there's a lot of history to that town.
There is.
There is. And the annex is nice because the people don't know that houses are bigger items.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of our oversized artifacts. You'll see a 1906 fire engine. We have I'm going to blank on the year, a big 3-ton steamroller from the Galleon Iron Works. We have hearse bodies in there, carriages. I always hope everything's on wheels, mostly. We have a big printing press. We have the old organ from the Galion High School. So lots of big things, for lack of better words, like things we've never been able to display before.
Pretty cool. It's a neat
place. It is very cool.
Yeah. And again, that's how it's kind of a unique thing we have. So
yeah.
What else we have going on?
Oh boy. So in July, on Saturday, July 2nd at Pickle Run, we are going to be opening the Log Cabin in Heisey Park in partnership with the Galleon Public Library. I'm super excited about this. That will be from 12 to 4 that day during the Pickle Run festivities. But the library and us actually share history with that building. So we both will be there opening it up. It was the first ever Galleon Public Library. I guess they called it the Galleon Library and Reading Room.
Did you have a picture of that at one time? Did I see a picture that you posted?
Yes, I did a library series.
Yes,
photo
I remember.
series. So it wasn't a cabin when the library used it. It was like veneered and like wood siding, and even the inside wasn't like a log cabin looking. So that building got moved to the back of the library lot when they built our new Carnegie Library. And it sat back there for, almost 80 years.
Oh, wow.
And the History Center actually leased it from the library from 1966 to 1982 and used it as our first museum space.
Oh, wow.
Called the Heritage Cottage.
So, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that was our first ever museum. So we kind of both got our start in that building, and then we moved our museum to the Brownella Cottage Carriage House when we acquired Brownella in the 80s. And then that building was set to be demolished. And they started to demo it, and I think they took off like the clapboard side. I don't know if they were going to try to salvage that wood or what, and discovered like, hey, there's a log cabin like on the interior of this thing. And so then they ended up saving it
and moved it. Wow.
And they moved it to Heisey Park. They took it apart and then reconstructed it in Heisey and had it kind of redone.
Oh, awesome! Yeah,
brought back to its former glory. It's dated to be about circa 1822. I think is when they think that cabin was built.
So it's 200 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is.
Yeah. Wow.
I didn't even think about that, Randy.
It's 200. See, I just gave you another idea.
Oh my gosh, it kind of is like a 200-year, like, wow. No, so I'm super excited. So we'll be in there. We'll be set up, letting people come through. Take a look at it. I intend to have pictures of it as it was when it was Heritage Cottage, when it was, Gallion's first library, so people can kind of see. And then, we'll be set up and have tables.
Awesome. Tanesha, what's becoming a member of the Galion History Center? Why is that important?
Well, a membership to the Galion History Center truly is a donation to our mission to preserve and promote Gallion history. It helps us maintain our campus, our buildings, constant need of maintenance
Sure.
all the time, as you can imagine. So
Yeah. They're older buildings. They need maintenance all the time.
absolutely, and it helps us continue to offer events and in different ways to promote Gallion's history.
Plus, something we discovered recently is if you become a member, then we're a member of what organization?
Time travelers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are a member of the Galion History Center, then this is a reciprocity program where you can visit, I think, 34 museums and historic sites in Ohio for free or for a steep discount. And then it's nationwide. I have a whole list of locations, hundreds of them across the U.S. that you can get into for free. So if you're planning a trip, planning vacation, check it out. It might be worth, and you get to spend your money on, like, in your hometown, give it back to a local organization, and then it'll take you places.
Right. Check out our website to find out when our tours are this summer. And,
they're all on there.
And our events and all that, everything's on there.
Everything is on there.
And the Facebook page, which you do a fantastic job of keeping updated.
Thank you.
So, you do a great job anyways. I'm not just saying that because you're sitting here. You do a fantastic job,
I appreciate it. I like it. I enjoy what I do.
Yeah. Well, we enjoy having you. We're happy to have you.
Oh, thanks.
Tanesha, thank you so much. Again, what's our website? Or I always say R because I'm on the board. What's your website?
www.galionhistory.com.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What happened here? Hold on a second. No, we recorded it. There we go.